Join me as I go thrifting at charity shops in Bernard's Green in Malvern today. I chose this location as it has 7 charity shops all very close to one another. A nice little car park where the parking's only 30 pence an hour. There's plenty of on-street parking as well for free, and there is public toilets. So let's go to the first shop, which is St. Richard's Hospice. First impressions of the shop is that it's very nicely open, plenty of space to move around, it's very bright, all the clothes are a colour organised. The prices are a bit up there for me for a charity shop, but I'm guessing they're looking at branded clothes and things like that as well. They have this nice Easter display, Easter themed products. I'm just looking at these toys. My son has these and I'm just checking to see if the blue one is different or if it's the same. And it's the same as what he has, so I'm not gonna bother with them, but they're £4.50 as well. Having a quick browse through the browns, earthy coloured tones. I wish I saw those hampers. I would have looked through those hampers if I'd spotted them while I was there. It's so irritating looking at this back now and I'm seeing things that I should have picked up and looked at. But hey ho, they have this kiddies area with the kids' clothes. They have lots of jigsaws and board games, cuddly toys, but not much in the sense of actual toys down here. Now, this is my favourite area of a charity shop, which is the home goods, kitchenware, decor area of a charity shop. And I've spotted they have a 50% off area at this end. And this pretty blue glass, which I think was £20, so it would have been £10 for those 3 little items. Very cute, very dainty, but wouldn't go with my decor. Just having a little mooch around. There are certain items I keep an eye out in every shop, which I'm going to make a different video for, of what my dream thrift finds are, so keep an eye out for that in the future. Spotted some bowls and I just want to see if the images on them are different, and they are. So there's a badger and a hedgehog. I thought they were really cute, but there are 3 and there is no prices there, and I'm not gonna ask. They won't go with my decor, so I'm not too bothered. I just thought they were really cute. Now, that cream vase with the poppy on it is absolutely stunning. And I didn't spot that there while I was there. I think I'm a bit selective sighted, if that makes sense, that I am looking for particular items when I go in there, so some things I just completely miss because I'm looking for certain items. And I always check the glassware, mostly because I am looking for a nice vase. But looking through the men's clothes, there was this nice Armani shirt, £20. I'm not sure if it's genuine or not, and it's pretty dated style, and for £20 I'm passing on that one. And the second charity shop was tucked down an alleyway out the way, so I nearly walked past it. The prices in this shop were really good, but I feel like a reseller had been in there and taken some of the branded good quality items already. It was just me in there with 3 volunteers, and they were pricing items at the other end of the shop. It had a nice atmosphere in there. That yellow dress was fairly tempting. I think it was £5, but too bright of a yellow for me. That rail, £3 or less, and the rail over here was £1 for these little cami sleeveless tops. Have to have a look. Nice dinner set there. Sorry about the strobing. I need to change the settings on my camera. Just having a look at the homeware. Not very much of a selection here. Nothing particular catching my eye, so we're going to move on to the next shop, which is a St. Richard's Hospice clearance, and unfortunate for me today, it's closed. So we'll move on to the next shop, which is Acorns, and this had a nice layout, a bit on top of each other, very busy with customers. And I'm just having a quick look at the toys and through the kids' clothes. Moving on over to the women's dresses, flicking through, I did spot a dress I quite liked, but it was only £5, but it was a size bigger than I would normally buy, and it had those dainty thin spaghetti straps, which I'm not keen on. I did go back and have another look at it, but ultimately I said no, and I'm very glad I did, and I stuck to it, and I don't regret it, which is always nice. I had a quick flick through all the other bits of women's clothing, and then to go have a nose at the books. I hate it when they take the lids shut. I always want to have a look in them. These weren't taped shut. Now, I have a series of making thrifted recipes from items with decorative recipes, and I have so many to do, I didn't pick this one up, and I do kind of regret it for only £2. I'll put a link above if you want to watch that video. Moving on to shop number 5. Blue Cross, animal charity. Now, the home goods was front and centre as you go in. Lots to look at. The dinner set is nice, with these wildflowers on them. Very small mugs though. The blue floral plate, although it is very pretty, I now link that style to Witherspoons. So, as much as I love it, it's no. Having a look along the top shelf, and you know those seaside items at the top came from the same house, and it would have been in someone's bathroom, because that was all the rage in the early noughties, was a seaside themed bathroom. Lots of little trinkets on that shelf, or dust collectors in my book. Nice display of an old bike. And this sugar, I want to say it's a sugar pot, caught my eye, with the insects all over it. Again, it wouldn't really go with my decor. £6. But it's got these chips around the edge of the lid, so it's a definite no from me. Got puzzles, books, CDs, DVDs. And then they got the clothes. Again, I did have a quick browse through the dresses, but nothing there for me today. And as I was leaving, I spotted a basket in the window which had lots of different cross stitches in. The whole alphabet. I am a crafter. Cross stitch, I don't mind doing a bit of cross stitch every now and then, but not for me today. On to number 6. Age UK. Again, this was another huge shop. It had loads of furniture inside and it still felt huge. Having a look at the kitchenware. There's a little pot. Have to lift the lid. Not what I'm looking for. Can any of you guess what I'm looking for when I lift the lids off things? Comment below if you can guess. I think that cherry bowl's quite pretty. Not sure what I'd use it for. And these kitchen bowls caught my eye. There were 4 stacked, one inside the other. And I was just checking if the designs all matched. 3 of them all had the yellow roses on, and then that smaller bowl I don't think matched the rest. And it was £7, which I think is a really good deal. I am looking for kitchen bowls, but not quite in that style. The bed and the wardrobe are absolutely stunning. Like, the detail and the carving on that wardrobe is amazing. I think it was £250, which isn't too bad. It's solid wood and it would have been handcrafted. And like, I would hate to think how much something like that would have been cost to make today. And spotted a toy with shapes. My son's obsessed with shapes at the moment, but the plastic on that felt a bit too thin. And having a quick look through the clothes, the toys, the books, the menswear. But I haven't spotted anything here today. It wasn't just charity shops in this area, there are a lot of individual shops. I did go into the family bakers and the cakes were so much nicer than you'd get in Greggs or Patterson's, or you know, the big company bakeries. And they had a lovely cheese shop as well I popped into. Again, I'm going to head to the dresses. Prices weren't too bad in here. Nothing caught my eye, so on to the last and final shop. Cat's Protection. This shop was probably the smallest of the day and everything was quite close together inside. Straight over to the kitchen area. The cloche has caught my eye with this little mouse on top, so I'm assuming it's for cheese. I mean, we have far too much cheese in our fridge for that little cloche. Again, the prices in here weren't too bad, but nothing particularly caught my eye. And I'm going to have a quick look through the kids' clothes. Now, I did find these shorts. They were only 50p, and that is my only purchase for today. Some 50p shorts. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I plan on doing more thrifting in the future. Today we went to Bernard's Green, but I want to also visit Great Malvern that has 6 or 7 charity shops and Malvern Link that has 3 or 4. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.